What is going on, guys? Welcome to another episode from Jedi Assassin. My name is Ace, and if you have not seen this game before, this game is called Dead by Daylight. The goal of the game as survivors is to get a lot of these things called generators and put them up. The number of generators depends on how many players there are. But in Dead by Daylight, there are three different hunters: the hillbilly, which you can hear his chainsaw in the back; the trapper, which lays down traps; and the wraith, who can turn invisible. Now, in my gameplay, I start lagging a little bit, which is why you see the jumping there. Um, but it kind of smooths its way out. I don't know why I was jumping. I think it's just the game itself working itself out at the moment. But as I was playing this game, you can hear the heartbeat going, and I wasn't doing too well on the first game I played today. It was pretty bad. I was hitting lag spikes, and it wasn't doing too well. But in the game, in this game, as you can hear the heartbeat going on, that means he's pretty close. And right there, I just hit a huge lag spike. This entire game, I was lagging. But in the next game, as you'll see, it's not as bad. I hit a few lag spikes here and there, but I think it's just because of the amount of players playing the game at the moment, plus my video graphic is not actually good enough to play this at full screen, so I play it windowed mode, so I had to zoom in so I could do all this, but I could hear it was way too loud in my speaker, so I turned down the volume. But, I'm hoping to get a few more friends to play this game as well. Right now I have 3 other friends who play this. Each one was busy tonight, so I just kind of recorded on my own. But I know it's been a while since I've put up a video. Even in the noob, it's also been a little bit of its time. But just expect a few more videos to come out within the week or so. I'll be recording every night whenever I'm not working or whenever I'm not doing anything. But the reason why there was no videos lately was I had to move from one house to another, and the Wi-Fi just got put up today, so as soon as the Wi-Fi got hooked up, I just hooked this up, started recording, and here we are. But as I was saying, this game is called Dead by Daylight. It's really strategic. It's more fun when you have friends to play with. Like, in these games, I'm playing with randos, so I couldn't tell any of them to just come for me, because they were all pretty far away, so I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna sit here and struggle. The one thing you don't want to do, though, if you are new to Dead by Daylight, is don't try to attempt to get off the hook unless you're like one of the last 2. If you are the last person, you will die immediately on the hook, so there's no point. Mostly though, it's if you go against a hillbilly, he has the most range out of all the other ones. You can go from one side of the map to the other almost instantly. Now, as we get into game number 2 in a second, you'll see the wraith. Now, in this game, I did a lot better than the first one. The first one was just like, okay, let me get used to this lag. And this one did a little bit better. Didn't quite escape, which is what I was hoping. But I got caught out trying to repair a few of these generators, and my mouse wasn't working with me. I think it's a factor of the lag, and with the lag, doing those skill checks is a lot harder than it really should be. I have to press it a little earlier than usual. But I'm trying to figure out what game series to start. Maybe I can find a game I have to do a solo campaign. Obviously, it won't have much narration, but all the co-op games I play will have narration. If I can start a solo campaign, maybe in Total War Napoleon, which I haven't decided if I'm gonna get the Warhammer version I may do a few tabletop games of Warhammer though, whenever I'm at the Warhammer store. Other than that though, it's just gonna be a lot of solo games and games with friends. Every new game though, I'll have a game where I play by myself so I can talk to you guys straightforward. I know I say a lot. It gets a little annoying. I'm trying to think of what to say. But playing solo games is not as easy as a lot of people say it is, because now you have to fill in the space, whereas you have friends and co-op games to fill in the space for you just by talking. Now, in this game, I think I ended up getting 2 generators together, maybe 1.5. But I was gonna try and save this guy, but the Wraith in this game was camping. Another thing about playing Dead by Daylight is if you are the killer and you are camping, it's really stupid. Because now you're making it harder for the survivors. Sure, this game's supposed to be hard for survivors, but you're just making it even harder, and it's kind of stupid of you to camp. I'm not saying that every time there's not a reason why you shouldn't camp, but if there's 4 survivors still alive like there were, then there's no reason to camp. So we all knew he was dead, so we all just went our separate ways. There was one guy I never saw this entire game, and it kind of confused me because he was doing some work on the generators. Actually, I may have seen him here working on this generator. So I do end up getting 2 generators all by myself. Well, 1 generator by myself and 1 co-op. And point system gives you upgrades for each character. So to get upgrades for one character, you have to play as that character. Your upgrades do not carry over to the other characters. Mostly though, as a survivor, you just don't want to sprint that much. That's the mistake I was making, was I was running all over the place, probably leaving the scratch marks for him to follow. The thing about the killer though is when you see people running, or when people are running from you, you see red scratch marks on the path they took, so you can pretty much follow them wherever they go. I probably should have kept working on this generator, but I was kind of afraid that the Wraith would come towards me and I had nowhere to go. I could have saved this guy if I really wanted to try, because the Wraith was too busy trolling him by turning invisible or visible and not visible. So I know he's just going to troll the kid, so I start working on the generator. This is where I make my mistake though, because I should have just kept making this, or putting this together, even after I exploded it, which I think I do in a second. But I was playing this game and I was talking, and I thought I had the mic turned on, which I didn't end up having the mic turned on. But as I was saying, and while I was playing it, I'm going to be testing out some new voice modulators in the next few games I play. Maybe not Dead by Daylight, but just games in general. After I get all that put together though, and get it going, I will get some co-op games going, hopefully. If Chandler's on tonight, I'll probably be playing League with him. I might record that game, I might not. I don't know if I really like League of Legends for recording purposes, more for entertainment purposes. Though I will be recording some Smite if I ever get back onto that game. I took a break from Smite whenever the update for Susanoo, I think his name is Susanoo, came out, and haven't gotten back into it, though I have been mostly looking for new games to play. I'm tired of recording the same games and letting you guys watch. I mean, of course, I love you guys watching this videos, it's just fun for everyone, but the only problem is the lack of games I have at the moment. I can try to record some Xbox gameplay, but no promises coming out on that. Like I said earlier, I work better with a mouse and keyboard in my hand than with a controller, unless I'm playing Rocket League. Rocket League is a game that I will use a controller. In this game, sure, people are like, it's so much easier with a controller. I tried it once with a controller, and it was not the best experience I've ever had. Keyboard and mouse is just so much easier for me on here, though probably if I were using a controller, hitting the skill test would be easier. For some reason, while I was crouching and trying to get through that grass, though, it would not let me get through the grass, so that may be a bug going on. It may be lag, I have no idea. But soon I get caught out. I'm just checking everything. I should have just stayed at that generator, or go back to the one I was working on earlier, because as you see, there's only one generator we need left. And I made a mistake. I get caught out. Probably should have stayed in one place instead of scouting out. I was trying to see if I could see the wraith through the fog. For some reason on low and medium graphics you are able to see him better. He ran right by me, and I did not hear a heartbeat. As you can see, though, he was not invisible, and I got no heartbeat, which is kind of stupid. It may have been part of lag. I have no idea. I'm not gonna blame the game for that. It may just be lag. But at this point, I'm just like, okay, I'm probably dead here. Let me try and keep him away from the friend who I think I ran past at one point. And I'm about to do a strategy that gets annoying as a hunter, is just hopping through the windows. I did it here just because I actually had nowhere else to go, because if I went out one door, he'd follow me, and if I went out the other. I did realize, though, that I was just hopping in and out of the basement window, so I'm just like, if I get caught, I'm dead. And then I made a mistake while jumping the windows, because I did not mean to press spacebar right here, and it just ended up killing me. But as he takes me to the basement and kills me, I will say there will be more videos coming out. I look forward to them. I will try to get some more noob videos out on the Double O Noobs channel. But yeah, what the Wraith is doing here is kind of stupid, just turning invisible and visible again in front of you. But like I was saying, I will try and get the noobs to play some more games, and we're going to try and get some more of those videos going as well. But we thank you guys for your support, for following all of our channels, as well as we hit like 943 videos on our on one of our videos for Move or Die, and I hit close to 1,000 views on the first game with Adam on Smite, which is kind of weird. That was back when Scotty was still good. I mean, I'm not saying Scotty isn't good, but she's not as good. But I'm still getting used to this game. I've only played it for like 2 or 3 hours, and this is only the third time I died. The second time was in the first part of the video. I have not played Killer yet, except for with my friends who have just downloaded the game at the point. So I didn't want to record the noobiness that was going on for everyone's side. But I see I'm gonna die here, so I'm just going to not struggle anymore. The guy who was still running about probably could have ran down and saved me, but there was no promises on that. Anyways, thank you guys for watching this. If you like more, please put a like down there, hit that subscribe button, as always.